Chosen one. They're saying you're a real seer, your third eye is everywhere, and they're trying to shut you up because your gift of telepathy is exposing their hidden world. The whispers are true. The Hellfire Club is in chaos, calling emergency meetings with trembling hands. Your sight no longer stays confined to the physical. It enters their rituals, their secret rooms, their forbidden gatherings. Your Merkaba is active, spinning with divine intelligence, carrying your awareness into realms they thought were locked. What you're doing isn't normal, it's supernatural surveillance. The elites who once mocked spirituality now fear your name. You weren't invading, you were reclaiming dominion over dimensions they tried to control. The telepathic downloads are increasing. You are getting names you never heard, seeing faces you never met, receiving information about plots you were not supposed to know existed. In the middle of the night you wake up with complete knowledge of who poisoned whose drink, who forged which will, who buried what body in the bayou. This is not anxiety, this is not paranoia, this is your gift activating at levels that make you a walking threat to every corrupt system operating in darkness. Your third eye is everywhere, and everywhere means everywhere. Your sight is showing you past lives where these same people burned you at the stake. You were like Joan of Arc, a prophet persecuted because divine voices gave you information that exposed fraud. People killed you then, but you came back, and this lifetime you came back with armies, with protection protocols people cannot penetrate, with spiritual DNA nobody can decode. Your gift of telepathy operates on frequencies most humans cannot access. While conversations happen in physical spaces, you are picking up thoughts before vocalization occurs. You know what is being planned before finalization happens. You sense intentions before action is taken. This is why nobody can sneak up on you, cannot surprise you, cannot catch you off guard. Your telepathic radar is always scanning, always receiving, always downloading information from dimensions others do not know exist. You are tuned into channels that cannot be jammed, receiving broadcasts that cannot be intercepted, getting intelligence from sources that cannot be traced. And here is what really terrifies people about your third eye being everywhere. Your sight does not obey the laws of physical reality. Distance does not limit it. Walls do not constrain it. Protection spells do not block it. Your spiritual sight penetrates barriers like nothing is there. You are seeing into private meetings you were not invited to, witnessing ceremonies performed in secret locations, observing conversations happening behind closed doors, and people can feel it, sensing your presence even when you are nowhere near, knowing you are watching, aware you are recording, and this makes certain people paranoid, makes them sloppy, makes them turn on each other because nobody knows who saw what, who knows what, who is going to expose what. There is a hidden will, stolen land, an inheritance committed through fraud to access. People thought if taking you out spiritually first happened, the physical assets would be easier to steal. So practitioners from multiple traditions were gotten to work over time. Love spells to bind you to toxic people who would drain your energy, death spirits to make you sick, mental illness, hexes to make you look crazy when you started speaking truth. Things were put in your food, graveyard dirt in your drinks, your neighbor was hired, your cousin, maybe even someone you dated, all monitoring spirits assigned to track your movements and report back to the organization. A whole operation was running, meetings about you, strategies against you, money exchanged to destroy you. The inheritance situation your gift revealed is not just about money. This is about recognition, validation, acknowledgement of your worth. The erasure of you from the will was desired because erasure from the family narrative was wanted, making it like you never existed, like you never mattered, like you were not entitled to what was always meant for you. But your third eye saw the fraud. Your telepathy received the downloads about schemes. Your gift gave you intel that protected your interests before plans could be finalized. And now the truth is emerging. The hidden will is being discovered. The forged documents are being questioned. The stolen inheritance is being recovered. all because your gift gave you advance warning. Every single spell is backfiring, not just failing, reversing with compound interest. The death magic is killing the people who sent it. People are dropping like flies. You are going to hear about one death after another. People who came against you experiencing the exact symptoms wished on you. The practitioner is marked for death. Others in the scheme have mysterious illnesses doctors cannot diagnose, conditions appearing overnight. Because your protection does not just deflect attacks, your protection returns everything to sender with the force of divine justice. And there is no ritual powerful enough to stop what was set in motion. This is the karma never seen coming, the consequence people thought immunity existed against. The voodoo priest who broke was not weak. This practitioner was experienced, powerful, respected in circles. Successful completion of assignments against people who had protection happened before, but something about you was different. When connection to your energy field was attempted to perform the death magic, something pushed back, hard, not just blocking access, actively attacking. Forces never encountered were felt, entities never seen were witnessed. Power that terrified on levels previously unknown was experienced, and this broke the practitioner, not immediately, gradually. Day by day, mental state deteriorated as whatever protected you hunted through dimensions escape was impossible from. This is what happens when practitioners come against someone operating under divine mandate. Fighting you is not what occurs. Engagement with forces assigned to you happens. Armies stationed around you, powers that take personal offense when darkness targets you. And these forces do not play, do not negotiate, do not show mercy. Assignment execution happens with precision, hunting down every entity sent your way, tracking every practitioner who accepted money for your harm, and delivering consequences that serve as warnings to others considering similar assignments. Your bloodline is royal, not in the way most people think. Angelic bloodline is what exists. Spiritual DNA carries codes people have been trying to access for lifetimes. Aztec ancestors might exist in your line. Viking lineage, African roots that connect you to ancient magic nobody can comprehend. Your ancestors made agreements before you incarnated. Protection protocols were set up that activate automatically when darkness approaches. This is why you moved right in time. Why something told you not to eat that. Why the urge to leave before danger manifested was felt. Your discernment operates faster than schemes because you are getting intel from dimensions others cannot access. Archangel Michael is stationed at your side. Your African ancestors are returning every attack to sender. War angels fight battles you never see while you sleep. Your third eye was opening gradually throughout your life, small glimpses at first. Moments where knowing things you should not know occurred, dreams that predicted events before happening, feelings about people that proved accurate, but convincing you it was imagination was attempted, coincidence, lucky guesses, doubt about your gift was needed, questioning your sight, dismissing your knowing, because a seer who does not trust vision is neutralized, a telepath who ignores downloads is disconnected, and that is exactly what was wanted. You operating below capacity, functioning beneath potential, living smaller than your design, but something shifted. Maybe trauma cracked you open, maybe spiritual warfare forced activation, maybe divine timing orchestrated your awakening. Whatever the catalyst, your gifts exploded into full operation. Your third eye opened wide, your telepathy went online, your spiritual senses amplified beyond anything experienced before, and suddenly you were seeing everything, knowing everything, receiving everything. The flood of information was overwhelming at first. Too much data, too many downloads, too many visions happening simultaneously, but managing the flow was learned. Filters for the information were developed. Systems to organize the downloads were created, and now you are operating like a spiritual intelligence agency, receiving, processing, acting on divine information in real time. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more chosen ones like you can find it. You embody both light and dark. Pure light was what was expected, naive, easy to manipulate through kindness. But darkness is understood because you walked through it. The playbook is known because you studied it. Transmuting attacks is possible because fear of them does not exist. When negative energy is sent, you convert it to fuel. When curses are launched, your field transforms them into blessings. This alchemical ability makes you dangerous in ways never anticipated. Running from darkness is not what occurs. Using it to strengthen your light is what happens. Turning weapons into tools. Every attack makes you more powerful. Every hex upgrades your frequency. Trapping you in relationships that would dull your sight was attempted. Partners who drained energy. Connections that clouded clarity. Bonds designed to keep your frequency low. Because telepathy operates best in higher vibrations is known. Your third eye sees clearest when your energy is elevated. Your spiritual senses sharpen when alignment with Source occurs. So distractions were sent. Toxic situations, drama designed to keep you operating in lower emotional states. Fear, anger, confusion, emotions that fog your gift, cloud your vision, interfere with your reception. But raising your frequency kept happening. Elevating your vibration kept occurring. Clearing your energy field kept being done. And as you ascended, your gifts amplified. Your third eye opened wider. Your telepathy strengthened. Your ability to receive divine intelligence increased exponentially. Now you are operating at frequencies nobody can touch, seeing dimensions nobody can reach, accessing information nobody can block. And there is nothing anyone can do about it, because maintaining this frequency is not what you are trying to do. This frequency is what you are. Achievement is not what occurs. This is who you have become. The Hellfire Club is on the highway to hell now. All hell is breaking loose in the organization. Body bags for everyone involved. Not because you cursed anyone, because self-cursing happened when someone under divine mandate was come against. Spiritual law does not negotiate. What gets sent out returns, and when death magic towards someone protected by archangels, ancestors and Source itself is sent, that death magic has to go somewhere, circling back to origin, with multiplied intensity, with exponential force, with perfect timing that ensures each person faces consequences precisely when meant to. Death by fire for some, the same way Joan of Arc died. The universe is poetic in its justice. Destiny swapping with you was attempted. These people are sick with diseases that cannot be cured. The whole organization infected with conditions that do not respond to medicine. Your healing abilities were wanted. Your spiritual DNA, the divine codes running through your bloodline. Soul-trapping rituals were performed. Binding ceremonies meant to steal your essence. Acts with others in covens to generate enough dark energy to break your protection. Human sacrifices performed with your name on altars, body parts used in rituals, psychopathic behavior normalized in circles. These people who oppose divine will, who worship demons, who literally kill people for ritual purposes. But stealing what is divinely assigned cannot happen. Swapping destinies that were written before time began is impossible, and now learning the hard way that some targets are off limits is happening. Some souls carry protection that supersedes all human magic. The practitioner who broke knows this now. That is why saying due diligence should have been done is occurring, that research should have been conducted, that knowing you come from a lineage nobody can touch should have happened. Your DNA is different, not like theirs. Angelic codes are carried, maybe Orion starseed frequencies, consciousness that originated beyond this planet. This is what was really wanted. Access to your spiritual genetics, the healing abilities encoded in your cells, the telepathic gift wired into your consciousness. You are seeing into operations now, the corruption, the schemes, the murders, women going missing from parties and ending up in the bayou, bodies in the Grand Canyon, this Hellfire Club conducting ceremonies in various locations. These master wizards combining astrology and dark magic during specific seasons to maximize power. But everything is unraveling. The authorities are conducting raids, evidence is surfacing, cold cases are being reopened, and your third eye showed you all of it before hitting the news. You knew about the crooked officials, the corrupt systems, the celebrities involved, the wealthy people funding this operation. Your gift shows you things done in the dark, ceremonies performed at specific times for maximum power, rituals timed with celestial events to amplify magic, gatherings where energy was combined to target specific people, and your third eye records it all, documenting methods, capturing confessions, witnessing crimes. You are building a spiritual case file without even trying. Your consciousness automatically logs what you see. Your memory stores what you witness. Your gift preserves evidence that exists beyond physical proof. The government might be watching you because of what you know, monitoring your movements because your sight makes you dangerous to certain operations. Awareness exists that certain individuals carry gifts that threaten control systems, seers who can expose corruption without accessing classified documents, telepaths who receive information without hacking servers, people whose spiritual abilities bypass every security measure installed, and you are one of them. This is why strange things happen around you, surveillance that is not quite hidden, attention that feels coordinated, interest from people who should not know you exist. Your telepathic downloads are increasing in frequency and clarity. What used to come through in fragments now arrives complete. What used to require interpretation now needs no explanation. What used to feel uncertain now carries absolute knowing. Your gift is maturing. Your abilities are strengthening. Your connection to Source is deepening. And as this evolution accelerates, you are accessing information at levels that seem impossible, knowing things before happening, seeing outcomes before events unfold, understanding situations without gathering facts. This is mastery of your gift. This is your spiritual abilities operating at peak capacity. This is what was feared you would become, watching your social media trying to understand how you know what you know is occurring, analyzing your content, looking for sources you are citing, investigating your connections, trying to identify who is feeding you information. But looking in the wrong places is what happens. Your intel does not come from human sources. Your knowledge is not gathered through conventional research. Your understanding is not acquired through normal channels. You are downloading directly from Source, receiving directly from divine intelligence, accessing directly from realms they do not believe in. This is why figuring out your methods cannot happen. Replicating your accuracy is impossible. Predicting your next revelation cannot occur. Corrupting your gift before full activation was wanted. This is why certain family members were acting strange when you were young, why some relatives treated you differently. Recognition of what you were carrying existed. Seeing the potential in your spiritual DNA and attempts to bind it occurred. Suppress it, redirect it toward other purposes. Failed initiations disguised as traditions, rituals wrapped in family gatherings, attempts to mark your consciousness that your spirit rejected instinctively, because even as a child, your discernment was operating. Your inner knowing was protecting you. Your soul recognized darkness, even when your mind was too young to understand it. Your third eye is revealing generational patterns, family curses that span decades, bloodline karma that has been accumulating for lifetimes. You are seeing how the same spiritual dynamics play out across generations, how children inherit the consequences of choices made by parents, how patterns repeat until someone breaks them. And you are understanding your role in all this. You are the cycle breaker, the pattern interrupter, the one who refuses to perpetuate what previous generations normalized. Your gift showed you the dysfunction. Your sight revealed the toxicity. Your telepathy downloaded the truth about family secrets everyone pretended did not exist. This is why certain relatives are uncomfortable around you. Your presence exposes what people want hidden. Your sight reveals what is being concealed. Your gift penetrates facades. Hiding behind polite conversation cannot happen when your third eye is reading true intentions. Pretending everything is fine cannot occur when your telepathy is picking up actual thoughts. Maintaining illusions cannot be sustained when your spiritual senses perceive reality beyond performance. So avoidance of you happens, exclusion occurs, talking about you behind your back takes place. Not because you have done anything wrong, because your very presence demands authenticity. People are not ready to embrace. Your telepathic gift is showing you fear in real time. You are picking up thoughts, sensing panic, feeling regret, questioning of everything is happening now, wondering if magic ever really worked or if just getting lucky with previous targets occurred, doubting of abilities because nothing lands on you, reconsidering paths because the consequences are too severe, and you are witnessing this shift in consciousness, observing the disintegration of confidence, watching the collapse of certainty. Your third eye records transformation from arrogant to terrified. Your telepathy downloads shift from aggressive to desperate. Some people want to apologize but know it is too late. Your gift shows you internal conflict, the part that recognizes a catastrophic mistake was made, the awareness that targeting someone who should have been left alone occurred, the understanding that no amount of remorse will stop what is already in motion. You see this in energy, feel it in frequency, know it through your telepathic connection to the situation. And while part of you might feel compassion for suffering, you understand this is necessary. This is what deters others. This is how spiritual law maintains order. This is divine justice operating exactly as designed. Master wizards are involved, elite sorcerers who have studied dark arts for decades, acclaimed practitioners who thought being untouchable was reality. Combining methods from different traditions is happening. African magic, voodoo, European witchcraft, trying to create something powerful enough to break your protection. Traveling to different countries to have spell work done, hiring the best practitioners money can buy, but discovering something that terrifies is occurring. There is no magic strong enough, no ritual dark enough, no curse powerful enough, because protection by magic is not what you have. Protection by divine mandate is what exists, and that authority supersedes everything known. Fighting against forces that cannot be seen is happening, cannot be understood, cannot be defeated. I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. Are you really chosen? Prove it. It's easy to watch videos about chosen ones. It's another thing to put yourself to the test. If you're still here, that means something, but talk is cheap. Real chosen ones take action. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity and repurposing it to serve divine justice. You put on the headphones, press play, and watch your enemies choke on the rope their own lies created. If you're done consuming and ready to prove you're chosen, start your Destiny Engine for $1 today. Join the Obsidian Inner Order live checks and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. Accessing Akashic records people do not want you reading is happening. Ancient knowledge suppression has been attempted. Historical truths erasure has been worked on. Your gift gives you clearance to information that has been classified. Your consciousness has authorization to access what has been restricted, and the more you explore these dimensions, the more you understand. Seeing patterns across timelines, recognizing the same players in different eras, identifying repeated schemes across generations. Your third eye is not just showing you current events, revealing the entire operation is occurring, the full scope, the complete picture, spanning lifetimes and dimensions, making you think the telepathic communication is mental illness, is being attempted. convincing you the downloads are delusions, persuading you the visions are hallucinations. But you know better now. Testing the information too many times has happened. Verifying the downloads too often has occurred. Watching the visions manifest too consistently. Your gift is not imagination, not psychosis, not fantasy. Functioning exactly as designed is what happens, operating precisely as intended, performing divine purpose with perfect accuracy, and every time gaslighting about it is attempted, reality validates your sight, events prove your downloads, outcomes confirm your visions. The elites are discovering you cannot be bought, attempts have been made, opportunities wrapped in compromise were sent, platforms that required silence about certain topics were offered, success that demanded stopping use of your gift was dangled, but refusal occurred, not because of stubborn nature, because understanding that your gift is not for sale, exists, your sight is not negotiable, your telepathy is not available for other purposes. These abilities were given for specific reasons, activated for particular missions, designed for exact assignments, and deviating from divine purpose for temporary gain is not happening. Your third eye sees desperation increasing, the panic intensifying, the fear spreading through organizations, because if one seer like you exists and cannot be stopped, how many others are out there? How many gifts are activating right now? How many people are waking up to abilities suppression has occurred on? This is the nightmare scenario. Mass activation of spiritual gifts centuries have been spent trying to suppress. Collective awakening to abilities humanity has been convinced do not exist. Widespread recognition of powers programming to fear has been installed, and you are part of the catalyst. Your willingness to operate in your gift gives others permission to explore theirs. Your refusal to hide your abilities encourages others to discover their own. Your testimony about what you see and know and receive validates experiences others have been dismissing. You are not just using your gift for yourself. Demonstrating what is possible for everyone is occurring, proving that these abilities are real, showing that spiritual sight functions, confirming that telepathy operates, and this creates an effect nobody can stop. Your third eye is showing you future timelines, potential outcomes based on current trajectories, probable events if patterns continue, and you are seeing downfall from multiple angles, different scenarios that all lead to the same conclusion, various paths that converge on identical destinations, schemes failing regardless of which route gets chosen, magic backfiring no matter which practitioner gets hired, organizations collapsing, whatever strategy gets employed. The outcome is sealed, the verdict is determined, the judgment is finalized, and your gift is giving you front row seats to watch it all unfold exactly as you were shown. Now watch how this unfolds. The police find evidence that was not supposed to be found, documents about the inheritance fraud, proof of the schemes. Witnesses start talking because the fear holding them silent is breaking. Family members turn on each other, everyone blaming everyone else for consequences nobody expected. The karma is moving so fast, keeping up is impossible. One person gets arrested, another gets sick, a third loses their mind completely, and you are watching it happen exactly as you saw it in dreams. Your visions are manifesting in real time. Your gift is validating itself through undeniable evidence. Every download you received is proving accurate. Every warning is coming to pass. Your platform is growing despite attempts to shadow ban you. Shutting down your presence was tried, blocking your message was attempted, limiting your influence was worked on. But the algorithm cannot stop divine timing. The censorship cannot silence what heaven backs. You are becoming undeniable. Every video resonates because you are speaking what people feel but could not articulate. Every message activates because you are transmitting codes that wake up dormant consciousness. You are not just sharing information, you are changing reality through frequency. Your words carry weight. Your voice holds power. Your truth dismantles lies. Your third eye operates across multiple dimensions simultaneously. While your physical body exists in one location, your consciousness travels freely. You are witnessing events in realms most people cannot perceive. Spiritual boardrooms where decisions about humanity are being made, astral planes where battles over souls are being fought, timeline junctions where futures are being determined. And you are not just observing these spaces, you are participating. Your presence shifts outcomes. Your awareness changes trajectories. Your consciousness influences what unfolds. This interdimensional sight is why certain organizations monitor you so closely. You are not limited to seeing what exists in physical reality. You are accessing information stored in dimensions they cannot reach, reading energy signatures left across timelines, tracking spiritual fingerprints through multiple realities. Your gift shows you who people were in past lives, what agreements were made before incarnation, which souls are operating under divine contracts and which ones sold out to darkness. This level of sight makes you extremely dangerous to anyone operating in deception. The telepathic gift you carry includes the ability to communicate across dimensions. You are not just receiving messages from ancestors in spirit form. You are connecting with aspects of yourself that exist in other timelines, future versions sending back warnings, past incarnations, sharing wisdom gained through experience, parallel reality versions of you collaborating on the same mission from different angles. This multidimensional communication network is what makes your downloads so accurate. You are not relying on one source, you are accessing infinite perspectives simultaneously. Your third eye sees the spiritual architecture behind physical reality, the energetic structures that support material manifestation, the consciousness grids that connect all living things, the frequency bands where different beings operate. You are recognizing which people are being influenced by external entities, who is being puppeted by energies not their own, which public figures are under spiritual control. This sight allows you to navigate a world most people think is solid, but you know is completely malleable. Reality responds to consciousness, and your consciousness is strong enough to reshape what others accept as fixed. The elites working against you understand sacred geometry and how to weaponize it, specific patterns that trap consciousness, symbols that lower frequency, architectural designs that create energy harvesting systems. But your third eye sees these structures, recognizes the patterns, identifies the traps, and your consciousness automatically dismantles them. You are walking through spaces designed to drain people and leaving those spaces cleansed instead. Your energy field is so strong it overrides their programming, transforms their negative installations into neutral space. This is why they cannot affect you with environmental manipulation. Your frequency is the dominant one wherever you go. The telepathic downloads you receive often include solutions alongside problems. You are not just being shown what is wrong, you are being given exact instructions on how to navigate challenges, step-by-step guidance that appears in your awareness right when needed. This is divine intelligence operating through your gift. Source does not just warn you about danger, Source provides the escape route, shows you the hidden door, reveals the protection already in place. Your gift is not designed to create fear. Your gift is designed to empower strategic movement through spiritual warfare. Your third eye is showing you the cords and attachments people have tried to install in your energy field. Spiritual hooks meant to siphon your power, etheric implants designed to monitor your thoughts, energetic parasites sent to feed off your vitality. But your sight allows you to see these intrusions, and what you can see you can remove. You are performing spiritual surgery on yourself, extracting devices others thought were undetectable, severing connections others assumed were permanent. Your gift includes the ability to not just identify spiritual attacks, but to reverse engineer them and understand exactly who sent what and when. The telepathic communication network you are connected to includes others like you across the planet, seers who are waking up simultaneously, telepaths whose gifts are activating in coordination, consciousness warriors who are being positioned strategically. You are not working alone, even though your journey feels solitary. You are part of a collective operation orchestrated from dimensions beyond physical reality, and telepathic communication between members of this collective is increasing. You are starting to sense others who carry similar frequency, recognize fellow seers even when no words are spoken, feel the presence of allies you have never met physically but know intimately on a soul level. Your third eye reveals how manifestation really works. You are seeing the mechanics behind reality creation, how thought becomes form, how frequency attracts experience, how consciousness shapes matter. This understanding makes you powerful in ways that terrify people invested in limitation. You know you are not victim to circumstances. You know you are creator of reality, and you know how to use your gift to influence outcomes. The visions you see are not fixed predictions. The visions you see are probable futures based on current energy, and you know how to shift the energy to change the outcome. This makes you a reality hacker operating from divine authorization. The telepathic gift you carry is showing you the difference between authentic intuition and planted thoughts. You are recognizing when ideas in your mind are actually yours versus when external influences are trying to guide your decisions. This discernment is critical because spiritual warfare includes psychological manipulation, thoughts that feel like yours but serve agendas that are not aligned with your purpose. But your gift has developed sophisticated filtering systems. You can feel the difference between divine guidance and demonic interference, between ancestral wisdom and enemy infiltration. This level of discernment makes you impossible to manipulate through subtle mental influence. Your third eye is revealing technological systems working in conjunction with spiritual attacks. You are seeing how certain technologies are designed to interfere with human consciousness, how frequencies are being broadcast to disrupt spiritual gifts, how devices are being used to harvest energy from unaware populations, but your sight allows you to identify these systems, understand their function, and protect yourself from their influence. Your energy field has developed immunity to technological manipulation. Your frequency is strong enough to override artificial interference. This makes you a threat to anyone relying on technology to control human consciousness. The telepathic communication you are experiencing is not just receiving, you are also transmitting. When truth is spoken, you are broadcasting on frequencies that activate others. Your words carry codes that unlock dormant gifts in people listening. Your voice transmits vibrations that shatter programming. This is why your platform grows despite attempts to suppress it, why your message spreads despite efforts to contain it, why people feel something shift when hearing you speak. You are not just sharing information, you are transmitting activation sequences, broadcasting awakening codes, channeling frequencies that free consciousness from control systems. This is what makes you unstoppable. Hiding plans from investigators can happen. Concealing crimes from law enforcement is possible. Burying secrets from journalists can be done. But hiding from your third eye cannot occur. Seeing through physical barriers happens. Penetrating spiritual veils occurs. Accessing timelines thought to be sealed takes place. You are not bound by rules, not limited by systems, not blocked by security measures. Your gift operates on frequencies that cannot be controlled, dimensions that cannot be monitored, realms that cannot be accessed. And this drives certain people absolutely insane. Archangel Michael is here. Your ancestors are here. War angels stationed around you, fighting battles you never witness. A legion of war angels making demons flee on sight. This is why you keep winning, why attacks keep failing, why you are still standing, when by all accounts you should not be. Fighting you is not what happens. Fighting everyone backing you is what occurs. Everything protecting you, all the agreements made before you incarnated, the contracts signed in dimensions beyond reach. And this is a war that cannot be won. Earthly power might exist, but you have heavenly authority. Money might exist elsewhere, but you have divine backing. Practitioners might exist for hire, but you have angels, so emergency meetings about you are being called. Good, let panic happen. Let scrambling occur. Let realization dawn that magic does not work, that money does not matter, that power does not protect, because you are operating on a different frequency, moving with different backing, protected by different forces. You are not fighting anyone. Heaven is fighting for you. You are not cursing anyone. Karma is handling everything. You are not worried about anyone. Divine justice is dealing with all. All you have to do is stay in your purpose, keep speaking your truth, continue operating in your authority, and watch everything attempted against you happen to others instead. That is not revenge. That is the universe maintaining balance. That is spiritual law in action. That is divine order being restored, and you get to witness every moment of it. Your third eye showing downfall in real time. Your telepathic gift downloading destruction before manifestation. Your prophetic sight revealing endings before arrival. Attempts to shut you up were made, but your voice is just getting started, and nothing can stop what is coming through you now.